Hello everyone. In our previous session, we have done clauses. Today we'll start structure of sentences. And to identify the type of sentences, this is very necessary to have the knowledge of clauses. So let's start structure of sentences. According to their grammatical structure, there are three types of sentences: simple, compound, and complex. So we'll study about all these three sentences in detail. We'll start with simple sentence. Yes, simple sentence. Simple sentence, it means simple clause, principal clause. That we can say a simple sentence contains one subject and one verb in the predicate part. It consists only one principal clause. It has no subordinate clause. Subordinate clause, we have studied students in the beginning in clauses topic. Okay, just we'll try to understand through these examples. The earth moves around the sun. The earth, subject, moves, verb. The earth moves around the sun. This sentence is giving complete sense, complete thought. One subject and one verb is here. So we can say this is simple sentence. Another one, Ashoka was a great king. Ashoka subject was verb, and we can say, okay, this is giving complete sense, again a simple sentence. So in the same manner, other sentences are also here. The news made him sit. The news subject made verb. Where can I find him? Not only the affirmative sentence we can frame, interrogative as well as exclamatory sentences also, they can be in the category of simple sentence. So where can I find him? I subject, can verb, can helping verb in fact, and find main verb. So again we can say giving complete sense, one subject, one verb, and all these sentences are coming in simple sentence category. Now come to the next one, complex sentence. Complex sentence, it has one main principal clause or more subordinate or independent clause. This is not necessarily only one, sometime more than one subordinate or dependent clauses are also there. This is the house where I was born. This is the house where I was born. You can see here two parts. This is the house, this is principal clause. Where I was born, where word, this can help you to understand that this is dependent clause here. So one principal clause, one dependent clause, and you can understand, okay, this is complex sentence. And we can check our knowledge to identify the type of subordinate clause also. You can see, children, this is the house where I was born. This where I was born, this dependent clause is telling about this house. This is qualifying the house. It means this is adjective clause. Okay, so side by side we can check our knowledge about clauses also. Our topic will revive here. We know that the earth revolves around the sun. We know principal clause that the earth revolves around the sun. That word is helping us. Okay, this is dependent clause, that the earth revolves around the sun. One principal, one dependent clause, it means complex sentence. Okay, if we want to judge ourselves, our knowledge about clauses, we can check like this. We know. What do we know? If we are able to frame the question what, so of course we can judge easily. This is the answer, that the earth revolves around the sun, and this is noun clause. Another way how we can judge, we, subject, know, verb, and this is the part of principal clause. Another one, the earth, subject, revolves, verb, and this subject and verb is the part of dependent clause. Okay, student, not only one subordinate clause, there can be more than one subordinate clauses also. We can take the example, all we know that God helps those who help themselves. all we know. This is the principal clause. This that is helping us to understand that God helps us. It means this is subordinate clause. This who is again helping us, then another part of dependent clause, who help themselves. So this is also dependent clause. So two dependent clause, one principal clause is equal to complex sentence. It means one principal clause, one or two subordinate, or you can say dependent clause, so that is complex sentence. When I heard the news, I ran to console the poor woman who had lost her only son. Okay, first of all, we'll find out the clauses. When. This when word is helping us. Okay, this is dependent clause. I ran to console the poor woman. I ran to console the poor woman is principal clause. Who again is helping us? Who had lost her only son? This who had lost her only son, this is again a dependent clause. So one principal and two dependent clauses are here is equal to complex sentence. Okay. Now we can understand here which type of dependent clauses are used here. When I heard the news. Now actually we will read first of all this principal clause. I ran to console the poor woman. This poor woman who had lost her only son, this is clarifying, this is qualifying this poor woman. So this is adjective clause. And when I heard the news, when I heard, this is showing the time, adverb of time. So this is adverb clause. So side by side, we should check our knowledge of clauses also. Now come to the compound sentence, another type of the sentence. Compound sentence has more than one main clause. See, more than one main clause. And if we are going back in simple sentence also, there were also simple sentence contains one main clause here, one subject and one verb. And what is the difference between simple and compound? Actually, here more than one. It means if there is only one subject, one verb, it will be in the category of simple sentence. But if it is more than one main clause, so it will be in the category of compound sentence. Another thing, to identify this, these clauses are joined together by coordinating connectors such as and, but, yet, still, so, therefore, while, or otherwise. Neither, no, not only, but also. All these words are used as connector to join two sentences. Okay, we'll try to understand through these examples. His sister failed, but he passed. You can see, children, here there are two sentences. His sister failed. His sister, one subject, failed, verb. Another one, another sentence, he passed. He, subject, passed, another verb. So here two verb, two subjects are there and we join by the help of but. We used but connector here. Why? Because fail and pass, two opposite words were there. So we used but. Hari worked hard and passed the examination. Hari worked hard. Hari, subject, worked, verb, and passed the examination. Here past verb, actually we are talking about Hari only. So this subject is hidden. Maybe the another sentence is Hari passed the examination. So Hari is hidden. So one subject is here, Hari also. We can say in another sentence, Hari is a subject, passed is a verb. So in this complete sentence, two subject and two verbs. So we can say this is compound sentence. And why we have used here connector and? Because worked hard and passed. The result of worked hard. Result is pass the examination. That's why we use to join these two sentences and. And one more important point here, that if the subject is repeated in both the sentences, we should avoid the repetition of the same subject. That's why we didn't write here hurry. You should give up smoking or you will suffer from cancer. You should give up smoking. You, subject, give up, verb. And another sentence, you will suffer from cancer. You, subject, suffer, verb. So again, two subject, two verbs, and we can judge this is compound sentence. Hire a taxi, otherwise you will miss the flight. Hire a taxi. Hire is verb and subject here can be you. Why? Because you is indicating in the another sentence. So there is no need to write again and again the same subject. That's why it's not, no need to write you hire a taxi, otherwise you will miss the flight. Again, two subject and two verb. They were talking while the teacher was teaching. Okay? And the teacher, subject, two subjects, talking and teaching, two verbs. So two subjects, two verbs are here, and we can see these both sentences have been joined by the connector Y. So yes, through all these five sentences we observed there are two sentences. It means in each and every sentence two subject, two verbs are there, and we have joined through these coordinating conjunctions, or you can say coordinating connectors, and it became compound sentence. And we should avoid the repetition of subjects. Let's see few more points. If the two clauses have the same subject, it may be omitted to avoid repetition. As I told you right now, and more examples we can see here. He neither works himself nor lets other work. He, we can use he in this second sentence also. Yes, but to avoid the repetition, didn't use here. Neither nor is helping us, that coordinating conjunction has been used. So compound sentence. Either come in or go out. Here you can say either you come in or you go out. No need to repeat here. You is understood because of course we are talking to the second person. There can be more than two independent clauses. How? It's not necessary, as in complex sentence we studied, not only one, there can be more than one. Same here also in compound sentence, within one time, in one sentence, there can be more than one sentences and more clauses. Here, the doctor was very competent. The doctor did his best. The patient's condition grew worse. The doctor was competent. One sentence. The doctor did his best. Second sentence, repetition of the doctor, the doctor. No need to use again and again. We will join these two sentences. The doctor was very competent and did his best. But you know, in third sentence, we can observe here is something different. The patient's condition grew worse. This is opposite. The doctor is best and competent, but the condition is not improved. So that's why we will use here but. But the patient's condition grew worse. So this way we join these three sentences by using coordinating connector and but. Night came on, night grew dark, we lost our way. In another sentence we can read again, three sentences are here. Night came on, night grew dark. There is a good relationship. The both things are just related with each other. In the night, of course, there is a darkness. So night came on and it grew dark, because we are talking about night only. Instead of night, we used here it. We lost our way. This is the result. Due to the darkness, we lost our way. So we lost our way. And we used here connector so. So by using coordinating connector and so, we merged, we joined these three sentences in one and it became compound sentence. Yes, next category is here compound complex sentence. So yes, dear students, the exceptionals are everywhere. Generally, there are three types of sentences: simple, complex, and compound. This is fourth category I have prepared you. Why? Because sometime when objective test is there, objective paper is there, and there are 4 categories: simple, complex, compound, and compound complex sentence. So you must not be confused. Sometimes it's not necessary with the principal clause. Always there must be coordinating conjunction only. So we can say compound. There can be complex also. Okay, so here few examples are in front of you, and you can check yourself if that type of category comes, how you can check them. And there will be the category of compound complex sentence. For example, we'll take, we asked her where he had found her bag, but she refused to answer. First of all, we will check here that how many sentences are there. 2. We asked her where she had found her bag, and another is she refused to answer. And they both sentences, for your help I have written here, first sentence is here and another is here. She refused to answer. This is a simple sentence because one subject, one verb is here. So this is a simple subject, simple sentence. And here we asked her where she had found her bag. Where word has been used here. So of course this is complex sentence. No need to be worried. This where will help us to recognize, to judge, okay, this is complex sentence. But these both sentences are joined by the help of coordinating conjunction, that is but. So this but is helping us. This is compound sentence. No doubt this is compound sentence, but there is a touch of complex sentence also. So, and we'll, if we are going here, this we ask, this is a principal clause. Another portion, where she had found her bag. This is written here, where she had found her bag. This is subordinating clause. So this is subordinate or dependent clause, or this is principal clause. When one principal, one dependent clause, it means complex sentence. So we can say 2 coordinate clauses are here, in which one complex sentence and one another simple. So we will keep in the category of compound complex sentence. There are 2 sentences merged by the help of coordinating conjunction. So of course compound, but there is one part complex sentence also. That's why complex also. So compound complex sentence. This you can say 4th category of sentences. Okay, we'll take one more example here. If the sentence is here, he says what he means and he means what he says. Yes, students, you will see that there are 2 sentences. Yes, he says what he means and he means what he says. These both sentences are joined by the help of and. So and connector, it means coordinating connector or coordinating conjunction. Of course, quickly will come in our mind. This is compound sentence. But if there has been given one more category, compound complex, so we should go in detail and should check it. If we will divide these both sentences this way, he says what he means what he says. So we'll divide, he says, okay, principal clause, he subject, says verb. And what has been used here, and this what word is helping us to understand, okay, this is dependent clause. So if one principal, one dependent or subordinate clause, it means this is a complex sentence. Okay. And another one, he means what he says, he subject means verb, it means this is principal clause. What he says, what verb, what word is again helping us, ki this is dependent clause. So what he says, this is subordinate or dependent clause, it means it is a complex sentence. So we can say there are 2 complex sentences which are joined by the help of and. Because the main connector is and, 2 complex sentences are joined by the help of coordinating conjunction. So of course this is a compound sentence, but there's a touch of complex also, because what word is helping us to understand complex sentences here in sub part. So we'll write and we'll keep this sentence in the category of compound complex sentence. Is it clear? Okay, if really, I think if you will go in depth, in detail, and you have a good knowledge of clauses, this is very easy to understand. We'll check how much we could learn. Let's practice here with me. Read the sentences and identify their type. First example you can take, I didn't know what time it was, so I was very late to class. Quickly comes in a mind so. This so word attracts us. It means compound. So means compound. So this is compound. But if we are going in detail, we'll check, okay, what word is here? This is, I didn't know what time it was. I didn't know what time it was. This is the first sentence. And what is here? It means complex sentence. And next sentence is, I was very late to class. I subject and was verb. One subject, one verb, no other connector, no dependent clauses here. So this is simple. So we can say one complex plus one simple sentence, but they both have been joined with the help of so. It means coordinating conjunction. So this is in which category? Compound complex sentence. Quickly we can judge it. Yes, the same way I think there are 5 sentences only. One I have done for you. I want, then you should try yourself and check your knowledge if you are able to understand now. And I hope you will be able to do. And my dear children, you should try yourself with good knowledge. And wherever you are stuck, just go back on the videos, check them, try to understand the rules and try again.